those watching this video, hello, my name is Mark Vianello. I'm the Chief Operations Officer in Marion. I'm excited to be a semi-finalist and looking forward to answering these three questions and hopefully allowing you all to get to know me a little bit better. So away we go. So question one, I love this question. How can we be innovative? How can we build those talent pipelines? And the answer to this is very simple. You ask business and industry what they want, and then you deliver. I have a core belief, and that is talent wins, and that the school system should be part of the workforce and economic solution, not only of the community, but for the region and for the state. So I'm going to answer this question in two parts. I'm going to talk about the development of a very strong workforce planning team, and then I'm going to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, and that is the implementation of a career planning guide. Educators should not be making decisions about building a talent pipeline in isolation. So what we're going to have to do early on is create a very strong workforce planning team, and that will be made up of individuals from the community that have the authority to allocate resources and make decisions in the areas that they represent. And what we'll need to do as educators is bring to the table data on our CTE program. So early on, we'll create and we'll conduct a CTE audit, and we'll look at the outcomes for each one of our programs, looking is there duplication. Part of that will be looking at the financial statements for each program. So of course, we're not looking for our programs to make money, but if our programs are not, if they're losing money year after year, and they don't have a good return on investment as far as outcome data, such as certifications, program completers, articulations to the next level, then that information needs to be evaluated collectively with our workforce planning team to determine which programs should be sunsetted, and then which programs can be onboarded that will meet the community's workforce needs. And so the workforce planning team will play a vital role in that, but we have to help bring the data to the table. The workforce planning team can also help make decisions and help support our business advisory councils. They can help support events such as a career signing day, and I'd love to talk more about that, and also such as helping to support our celebrations with our certifications, such as certifications award night. So the development of a very strong workforce planning team is going to be critical to the long-term success of building that talent pipeline. The last part of this question is something that's near and dear to my heart, and that is the development and implementation of a career planning guide. So the goal of the guide is simple. It's for all students, and all means all. Every student graduates with a well thought out, coordinated plan of what's next for them. They are turnkey ready the day after graduation to pursue either employment, enrollment, or enlistment. And there are checklists along the way that help guide the students to prepare them for their what's next, something that they have selected, they have chosen. It's a great return on investment for students who have spent up to 13 years in our school system, and for the community who invests $1.5 billion per year to support public education. I've seen the career planning guide change our students' lives. I've seen it connect with our business and industry, and it's something I hope to be able to have further conversations with our school board in the community of Brevard. There are a lot of bills working their way through legislation this year, none of which will be more impactful than House Bill 1. So I'm going to sum up House Bill 1 in 3 words. It's game on. And so first, let me reassure the board that we will, as your superintendent, we will always work within the parameters of board policies and state statute. We're going to work hard every day to make sure that our students, every student is successful and that we're meeting the goals on the strategic plan, but we'll do so within the rules that we're governed by. I'm going to answer this question in 2 parts. I'm going to talk about the voucher system, and then I'm going to talk about the impact to teacher retention. So what House Bill 1 is going to do is expand the voucher system to a historic level. It's going to give the families an educational savings account where they can take their FTE and now apply it to homeschool, private school, or a charter school. It's going to increase competition for the students that attend school. But I want to assure the board, I'm not afraid of competition. I think we can excel in competition. I would put the quality of our teachers, I would put the quality of our programs, whether they're CTE programs, the programs of the arts, our high-end academic programs, the programs that support students with disabilities or 504 accommodations. I would put those programs up against the quality of any charter school or any private school. What we're gonna have to do is tell the story of public education better than what we've ever done before. We're gonna have to allocate resources so schools can tell their story and the district can tell its story. So the second part of House Bill 1 that I want to address is teacher certification. And let me start by sharing some troubling statistics. Recently, over 55% of all educators have stated that they're thinking about leaving the career earlier than what they had planned. And over 50% of all of our secondary teachers are coming to us from areas outside of education. Now, House Bill 1 is going to help with this by extending teacher temporary certification from 3 years to 5 years, and it will exempt our teachers from taking the general knowledge exam if they pass or if they are effective or highly effective for 3 years. And so that's going to help with retention, but that's not enough. We're going to have to be innovative and creative to help with our teacher retention and recruitment. One of the things that we're going to do early on is to create a think tank and bring together our best and our brightest to help problem solve and action plan this very topic. Let me start by talking about my leadership style, and which can best be described as situational, meaning I can pull from a variety of strategies to meet the needs of the moment. There are times I need to be on the balcony, analyzing systems from a very high level. And then there are times I need to be on the dance floor, sleeves rolled up, problem solving and action planning with stakeholders. I can be a coach, I can be a decision maker, and I can be a listener. But what I've learned throughout the course of my career, in order to be the most effective leader, I need to be a collaborator and facilitator. But that hasn't always been the case, particularly in my younger part of my career. I was criticized for trying to do too much by myself. I didn't delegate enough. And so when I was a young assistant principal and a principal, I wanted the projects that I was working on to be successful so badly that I did. I tried to do everything by myself. Now, I've had some great role models, I've had some great coaches, and I've connected with some outstanding organizations throughout my career. And what I've learned is that there's a formula for success. You have to delegate. You have to monitor what you delegate, but you have to trust others and you have to delegate. There's a great saying that I've learned along the way: trust, but verify. So I would like the school board to know that I've learned from my early days. In order for any organization to be successful, you have to have collaboration and teamwork. Educators are faced with complex issues these days, and no one person can solve it all. So it will take that culture of teamwork and collaboration, and it starts with the relationship between the superintendent and the school board, modeling for all stakeholders throughout the organization. And I want this board to know that I'm committed to creating that culture and bringing it to Brevard. And so, in summary, I hope the board, through all the documentation that I've provided, understands what I'm passionate about, ensuring that all students leave school with a coordinated plan of what's next, that they're good citizens, and that we're part of the economic and workforce solution in the community. If the board likes that message and believes I have the ability to carry it out, then I humbly request that we continue this conversation. We get the chance to meet face to face and define that epic win for Brevard County. Thank you, and I hope to meet you soon.